What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Guntertainment, where we break down the game one video at a time. What I will be discussing is a rule that constantly confuses fans, frustrate players, and spark endless debate. But what exactly is this rule? This is the offside rule. Today, I will be breaking it down in the simplest way possible so you guys can understand and never be confused again. The offside rule exists in football to stop attackers from just hanging around at the opponent's goal area waiting for a simple pass to just score. That would be just boring, right? Yeah, I agree with you. That is boring to me. Just waiting by the goal just for a long ball so you can have a one-on-one with the goalkeeper and just score. That's way too easy, and the game would become boring. And why would we wouldn't really want to watch a boring game of football. Now, here's the idea. A player is offside if he's closer to the opponent's goal than the second to last defender and is also involved in active play. This means if they are interfering with play, gaining advantage, or receiving or directly receiving the ball, then they may be deemed offside. Now, if he's closer to the opponent's goal than the second to last defender, then he's also gonna be flagged offside. Now, the second to last defender normally means that it's the last outfield player that is closer to the goal than the keeper, because the keeper would have ultimately be the last defender. So that's how the second to last defender comes in. Now, let's make this pretty simple with just three golden rules. All right. So the rule is you must be leveled or behind the second to last defender when the ball is being played. Now, usually this means that you're either leveled or behind the last outfield player, because, as I said earlier, the keeper would normally be the last defender. The next rule is you can only be offside when the ball is being played to you. So you can be in an offside position, but being in an offside position doesn't mean that you're offside. You're just in the position. Make sense? So this means that if nobody passes the ball to you, you're just standing in the position. You're not offside. You cannot be offside. You're just in the position. So you become offside when the ball is being played to you. Number three, you can't be offside from your own half, a throw in, or a corner. Let me go again. You cannot be offside from a corner, a throw in, a goal kick, or if you're in your own half. Those four circumstances, in these are the four circumstances in which you cannot be offside. So if a corner is being taken, you cannot be offside from a corner. From a direct corner kick, you cannot be offside. From a goal kick, you cannot be offside. And from a throw-in, you cannot be offside either. So these situations are exceptions. So under no circumstances you can be offside from any of the four situations that I've just mentioned. If a striker is standing behind the defender, waiting for a ball to be passed to him, when that ball is passed through to him by his teammate, if he touches the ball, he's offside. That's when he become interfering with play. So he has to be flagged offside. But if that same striker is running from behind the defender when the ball is being played, then he can no longer be offside, because he would have been in an onside position given the fact that he's coming from behind the defender. All right. However, if the ball is played through while he's standing in the offside position, the ball hits the keeper, rebound, and fall to him, and he scores, that is also offside because he was in the offside position. So he's gaining an advantage. Why does the offside rule matter? No, the offside rule matter because it allows for a fair game in football. Because imagine if opponent striker is just camping out at your penalty area, waiting for a long ball to just score. That makes the defenders have no chance of actually competing against these strikers. So and it would also make it would disrupt the flow of the game because it would be so easy to just score a goal because there's no rule to there's no rule to penalize players that decide that they don't want to run back. They just want to camp out at the opponent's goal, waiting for a long ball and just score. What it does is what it does is it forces the attackers to be a bit more creative, so they have to hold their run to not being offside, and it adds a tactical battle to the game, which in turn help to promote the excitement of the game. So more people want to watch it now because it's more difficult to score, and it's exciting. It gets exciting because it's a good battle between defenders and strikers. One wants to score, the other wants to keep the ball out of their goal. And in turn, it creates a good balance. It keeps the balance of the game and the spirit of the game intact as well. To sum up the offside rule, you're offside if you're beyond the second to last defender and receive the ball from your teammate. You're safe if you're level with the defender or inside your own half or a throw in, a corner, or a goal kick. That's the offside rule, simple explained. If this video helped you guys to understand the offside rule, like, subscribe.